Hey guys, it's me, Serena London Curl here. Now, there are in the last month there's been about 3 or so videos that have caught my attention, and the most recent one is, not videos, but just kind of social media activity, 4 actually. The one that I want to talk about is the Curly Nikki post with, water lily something, and basically she is a white woman and she was featured on Curly Nikki. Now let me start with something. I believe Curly Nikki, or whoever is behind the company, will get their people to send emails to bloggers, vloggers, whatever, and they will ask them, do they want to be featured? Now, I don't think that this white person said, like contacted them to be featured. They contacted her. That's what I think. So basically her strife and struggle is the fact that, you know, she's always had curly hair and and, you know, she wears her hair in a bun. Before, because she wasn't embracing her hair, she was wearing a bun and braids, and then now she's embracing her curly hair, her natural hair. That's her strife, that's her struggle. And there's this big massive backlash, like, why are y'all including the white woman into our struggle, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of things that has come out of this post. Now, she obviously got a lot of backlash, and via Twitter, via everything, like, you know, like, you don't really understand what it means to have natural hair in the terms of being a black woman having natural hair. Everybody has natural hair, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you haven't processed it, whether you're black, white, Indian, whatever, your hair, if you leave your hair as it is, as it grows out of your scalp, then your hair is natural. So she has a right, every right, to call her hair natural. That is her right to do that. She's not processing her hair is curly as it comes out of her head. She has a right. You know, there's no denying that she doesn't have a right. However, she has come back and replied, and I haven't got the tweet where she just basically saying, you know, we should all be women and we should all be uplifting each other. We shouldn't let things divide us, and However, she is from the her ethnicity is white, and you know, where it's one of those touchy subjects, and it shouldn't be touchy because we need to talk about it. It is what it is. Ethnics live in a white world. We are, you know, we see it every day in the companies we work for, the people who provide us basic amenities like, you know, your electricity, the food you eat, all that kind of thing. It comes from, you know, white supremacy, if you want to say that. However, I think we need to somehow not saying that we don't need the support of a white person to come in and say, oh my god, look, I have got such curly hair. I mean, I saw an Instagram picture, oh my god, my hair is an afro. If I can find it, I will put it in right now, because I saw one girl with blonde hair, and then it's like, oh my god, my hair is a total afro, and she just kind of went like, it looked like she just went like this in her hair, and her hair just went like that. That is not an afro. Yeah. Like, what is the point? What is the point in that? However, I do agree with some things, you know, once we withdraw our coins, our money away from certain things, people are going to be like, oh my god, the blacks are not buying perms. Shit. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We need, there's a natural hair movement. We're going to inject everything that we have into that. We're going to go try and get those coins back that they are trying to take away from us, trying to put it into their own communities. How dare they do that? You know, and you can see it is popping up everywhere. They are natural oils that the big the big companies are, you know, want your hair to be sleek and da 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 da. They've been watching people on YouTube making their own oil concoctions and said, do you know what, shit, we need to do that too. We need to add a whole lot of mineral oil in there and we're going to sell it back to them. They're going to buy this because, you know, we are the big consumer. We are the consumers. We consume a lot on things that we don't need, that are not necessary, and we just do. That is the black pound. That's what happened. Black pound, the black money, black power. If we withdraw from things, then you got a problem. As you know, like perm kits are basically in trouble. However, they're trying to, I feel like they're kind of trying to weave it back in with this kind of texture managementy thing. God, I'm losing light, I'm losing power, I'm losing, you know, space on my camera, shit. So yeah, basically, where was I? Yeah, so I kind of feel like they're trying to claw us back with these things like the texture manageability systems and stuff like that, which I do have. I do have one. I didn't pay for it, but it was given to me. I'm not going to use it. It's not for me. I'll just give it away. But my point is, you know, I feel like they're trying to just still contain us within ourselves, and we do it to ourselves already. I mean, if you want to talk about things like texture discrimination, which is a completely different video, it is just ridiculous what is happening out there in the social media world and normal world. It's all about the type of curl you have, the length of your hair. To black women, and I'm gonna say this, to black women, long hair is success. Whatever, if it's relaxed, if it is natural, it means successful. You have got good hair because your hair is long. And for a lot of people, you have got good hair because your hair is long and loose. It's not a tough curl, it's not the zigzag curl, it's the S-spiral curl. Everybody's striving to get, and they want it so badly. What is wrong with us? Why can't we just accept what we have? Do you know how many times people say to me, oh my gosh, you're so brave, you've gone lucky, you've got the kind, you've gone lucky, you've gone natural. One, I'm kind of not going natural. I am going back to natural, yes, but going natural is kind of wordplay. But you know, oh, you can do it, it's your industry, you can do that. And I do totally agree that, you know, there are certain industries that won't accept you because of the way you wear your hair. There have been multiple posts out there now that are, you know, women within the army aren't allowed to wear their hair in certain styles, and they're telling you what the styles are, and they're not saying you can't do your hair like this because you're black. They're just saying we don't accept those styles. However, those styles are used on black people, so you might as well say you can't use those styles because of black. It is ridiculous, and I kind of think that what we need to be doing is educating our youths and re-educating our adults, and that is the most important thing. We need to teach our children to love their hair, because who else is going to teach them? No one but us. I mean, you have to, I reckon you have to be an example to your child. I don't have any children, but I think you do. If you do have children, be an example to them. Do what you want them to do. You can't, you know, it's the kids that I'm worried about, because it's growing up in how we are growing up now is a really trying time. I think it's the toughest that it's ever been. Anything you do is on social media, any picture you take, and everything is out there for the world to see, and it's around forever. And there just needs to be more education and love, and, you know, we're taught not to love our hair. We are taught to deal with our hair in a manageable state. We're not taught how to deal with our hair in its natural state. Hence why a lot of people, and I get it and I understand that you feel that she, going back to the post, Water Lily, what's her face, has kind of forced herself on an issue that she knows nothing about. That's true. And that's where she slipped up. She needed to understand that the natural hair movement to black women is something that no other race will understand. They won't understand it. And there was a really well written post by another white lady. I can't remember it. I'm so shit. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm just kind of like doing this on passion because it's something that I want us to get to grips with. I reckon the natural hair movement will die down. It won't die out because there will be people that will be pushing it forward for as long and as strong as they can, because